fans, viewers, subscribers. You're joining me, Ruku, for another beer review. And I am so happy today that I've managed to get my hands on one of the hardest beers I think I've ever had to get my hands on. It's up there with probably the top 5 of the hardest beers to get in my eyes. So glad, and I'm so happy to get this. It's called borsodi, and it is from Hungary. So I'm super excited. I've never had beer from Hungary, and I'm super excited to try this. So there you go, there's borsodi. It's won 3 medals, but it doesn't actually say what they're for. So I'm hoping that it's going to live up to those medals. Interestingly, it's got this air open technology, which is a strange way of opening the can, but it's got like a little lump on there, as you can see, that little dot. That's how you open it. Very strange. This comes in at 4.5%, so a weak one. Right, borsodi from Hungary. What can we offer? Straight away, a very good looking beer with outstanding carbonation, as you can see, just working its way. Undo that. You can just see it coming up. The head is fantastic as well. It is over the glass, as you can see. Very light in appearance as well. I mean, that is super light. Is that not? So clear. Right, I'm just going to go ahead and just get rid of some of this foam because it's starting to annoy me a little bit, but it scores well because it's got a good head. Head is quite sweet and fluffy. Very nice. So as always, I'm going to start on with the smell and then get on with the taste, because I'm looking so forward to this. I just hope that Hungary can live up to this good looking beer. And if it doesn't, I'll be annoyed because it's taken me years to get hold of this. Or any beer from Hungary for that matter. A very sweet, light, malty smell. Yeah, definitely a sweet smell, but I'm also getting a sweet grain as well, almost like cereal, like a sweet cereal. In particular, Cheerios. I don't know if anyone knows what Cheerios are, but they're just like round little wheats of cereal. Don't know if I'm smelling a little bit of fruit there, but there's like a I don't know, like a pear sort of slight essence coming through. Don't know if that's right, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So, looks good, smells fantastic, but is it going to taste any good? Hungry, don't let me down. Thank you, Hungary, you haven't disappointed me. You've made me really happy. I like this beer. This is very sweet, very light bodied as well, works very well together, the sweetness and the lightness of the body. I wouldn't say it's majorly watery, but it is watery, so you are getting this refreshing sort of watery taste with the sweetness, and the light body works very well. And there you go, sign of a good beer. Borsodi. Don't know why I said that in a Russian accent. I'm just going to pour myself a little bit more. This beer is just moreish. The head, as I mentioned before, is very sweet, very fluffy. So you get the fluffiness and the wateriness powers through the head, so it sort of separates the head in the mouth, and you're sort of delivering with the sweetness, the watery flavour, and a slight fluffiness from the head, but the head disperses very quickly in the mouth, but arguably still very nice. Sort of sweet, I want to say maybe a trace of honey in there. It's got that sort of aftertaste of honey. And the aftertaste itself is sweet, honey, grain, malty, but the malt is not overpowered. They've got it perfectly in the way that you get a delivery of the sweetness, a tiny bit of malt, and then this sort of what I can only describe as like a honey aftertaste, almost like that sort of sweetness you get from honey. So arguably I like this already. I think Hungary have not disappointed. I can see it's being quite moreish. It's very light, it's very easy to just drink. The head always stays, as you can see. It's not gone down, which is fantastic. Fucking hell. To Hungary and borsodi.